Hi Gemini, welcome to your 2025 August reading. I flipped your cards already, mostly because I was doing a reading and then my camera cut off. It did that with my Aries reading too, so I don't know if you have any significant Aries placements, Gemini. Maybe you should check that video out and see if it resonates with you. So let's begin. So your cards here are self-worth, independence, communication, protection, and karma. And then you have rise above, heavy heart, bumpy ride, soul searching, and align with your wholeness. Now, what I gathered initially from this card spread is that I feel like you guys have been going through a lot of changes in your relationships. And when I say changes in your relationships, I don't necessarily mean you're meeting different people, different personalities. I'm kind of talking more about your understanding why someone in your life is there in terms of specific lessons that you're meant to learn. I see this with this karma cycle. It's almost like no matter what you say or do, maybe there's somebody around you, a family member or somebody that you can't really get away from, that is consistently showing you that they are going to misunderstand you. They are not going to do that inner work on themselves. They're not going to heal themselves. And, granted, not all of us are here to heal, but yet for those who are on the path of self-awareness and healing, and if they are a light worker and an earth angel, they will be the ones to kind of have to use that mirror, which is that person that's triggering them, and kind of heal and alchemize their generational trauma and to heal core DNA patterns within themselves, so as to not continue that in the future. So it's a lot, right? It's a lot. I do feel like there's something that is going to come up in August where you're going to have to be very honest with yourself in terms of what type of patterns of thoughts or thinking or beliefs that you have that are no longer serving you or helping you. Because this person is not going to change, right? This person is not going to change. So it's like you're being very honest with yourself in terms of what is it that you want, what is it that you don't want, your boundaries, and you're learning to love yourself. You're learning to love yourself so that you don't consistently put up with that type of behavior. Because there's questions, I feel, that maybe you've ignored. And it's almost like, sometimes when we ignore things, signs get louder and louder so that we have no choice but to confront and deal with those things. Rising above, it tells me that either you're around someone that's not good for you, maybe you need to walk away from them. It can also represent drama. It could be a workplace thing, or maybe you have outgrown some friends that are just not in the vibration that you're at anymore. And it's like you're kind of letting go of the need to kind of be part of that group. You're actually okay to step away from that. And in fact, when you feel that type of boundary coming in, it's your spirit guide saying that this person isn't good for you. They're not helping you move into the space that is more in alignment with yourself, your joys, your happiness. The moon is a really reflective state too. So you've been thinking about this a lot. And I think you've been really just asking really deep questions about what is the lesson here? What's going on? Because, patterns keep repeating in our reality until we look at them and until we address them and deal with them, and heal. And hasn't been easy. I think it's been creating a sense of turbulence in your life for a little bit. And I feel like you might have closed your heart space from people in order to protect yourself. So it's like a desensitization, or also just dissociating like not really being in your body, not really feeling the fullness of love and life, because people have been disappointing, you know? Maybe you don't open up to a lot of people because you just have been disappointed in the past. And it hasn't been easy. But Spirit says that, you know, these things that are coming up for you, the fact that you can recognize it and see things for what they are, and you're willing to heal from it, it's gonna assist you in creating a change in your life. So yeah, positive movement forward. Like, look at that. That's crazy. Awareness and solar plex. Oh my god. Okay, I love these cards. These are the John Holland deck. I think it's the Psychic Tarot. Not the mini version. But yeah, like, I feel like you're moving forward. You're stepping into your power. Awareness is like, again, being aware of these consistent patterns in your life that have been kind of like irritating you this whole time. It's almost like it's blown up in your face in the month of August, or like the few months leading into August. It's like you have become very aware of a certain pattern that has been perpetuated, and it's like you're no longer going to allow it. So you're not going to run away from it. It's like you're stepping into your power. You're going to solve it and deal with it accordingly, and you're going to move forward in an optimistic way. This person is moving into the sun, right? Which is like warmth. It's opening. It's vibrant. And I feel like it's healing you. You're moving above and beyond that drama, whatever that is for you. I'm just going to get like 2 more clarifying cards, if I may, Spirit, for Gemini. Oh, perfect, 2. Look at that. Ooh, it's pretty. Lady Nada and Prudence. True life happens from one moment to the next. You will find the love you long for in the here and now. Interesting. Lady Nada is really about like the heart chakra. Look at that pink. So it's really about like a journey of self-love and opening that heart chakra. You know, like you can't really fully experience the fullness of life if you have a closed heart. If you think that people are always bad, or you feel like experiences are lackluster, or you have a negative expectation, it's like it's cracking open this wound that you have. And even though it's really uncomfortable at first, when you heal it, when you align with your wholeness, which is love, you start to experience life in a more full way. Look at this yellow solar plexus. Abundance, variety, and happiness are making their way into your life. The time of harvest has arrived. So yeah, I feel like with solar plexus and stepping into your power, you're not going to be like a victim to your circumstances. Like, you're actively sifting and sorting who you allow in your life and who you won't allow in your life. And you're kind of moving forward in knowing your worth, so that you can attract more of what it is that you want. More money, more healthy relationships, more, you know, peaceful environments, more harmony, all of those things. More time to do what it is that you love to do, more passion. This all comes from healing this deep wound and dealing with this pattern or these people. There's something, a negative thought pattern. You're finally confronting that, and you're releasing it, and you're learning to love life again, is what I'm picking up for you, Gemini. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. If you resonated with anything in this video, feel free to like and subscribe and share. That really helps my channel. And thanks again for tuning in, and I will talk to you later. Okay, bye.